do all the research, explore everything, be open to anything, but the final decision needs to be between the two parents, looking at their child to the best that you can understand, to the best of your ability at that point in their life, and say, what's the right thing for this child? I think what was extremely difficult, and if we had been different kind of people, was the fact that everybody wants to have an opinion about what you do. And that's, people get very insistent about, why wouldn't you give your child the best opportunity, fill in the blank, whatever it is, why wouldn't you ... And we just, I think luckily for us, that just wasn't a driving force, but that kind of stress, that sending of articles, the taking things off the internet now, all the things that other people want to bombard you with. And I think at the time when we visited Tripod, Carl had said, anything you decide you can change. There's a window of opportunity for learning. Absolutely. But learning language or learning how to speak or any of that, you can go back. If that is what becomes the driving force in a child's life, then so be it. But I think we were lucky. It was so clear to us who Rebecca was, even at that age. And her frustration came from not being able to communicate. So the idea that we would have said, all right, well, in 2 years, you'll be able to communicate. I mean, that just wasn't an option. So I guess my opinion is to just take your own counsel.
I think our earliest exposure to cochlear implants, it looked pretty brutal. It was in the very earliest days of them, and the scars that we saw kids with kind of horrified us. And that we really shared that sense of it being a process of deformation to make the child more like us that we didn't support at all.
We also, just want to insert here, we went to the Tracy Clinic and looked into them. She was not a candidate. The house. She was not a candidate for an implant. At the time, she would be now. I think if she were born now, it would be completely different. Yeah. But at that time, she had just enough hearing that they actually said no. Now, I think had we been adamant about it, we probably could have pushed it, but neither of us were interested. We'd gone to, as part of our research, we'd gone to a camp. Mark, do you remember the name of it? It was up in Malibu?
Well, it was through House.
It was through House.
The House Ear
Institute. So there were a lot of the
camp.
kids had been implanted. And we were just, they were steel shields. They were huge, and they took up, they're so different now. I realize now how unbelievably lucky we are that we agreed with each other, because over the years we have met parents who don't agree with each other, and it creates a whole other level of difficulty